The Beat 139. Featuring Doc, Don Vito, and Keith Cash. Harlem's number one show.
Welcome back, y'all. We got an exclusive interview right now. You know, this is going to be a brief one, but it's going to be very informative and it's very important. I'm Don Vito, voice for the peoples.
Doc, shake the block. You know what it is.
All right, so we got my brother. You know, he calling from out of town. You know, you see his picture on the screen. He goes by the name of Rashad Singleton. Rashad, how you doing, brother?
Good, bro.
I'm good, family. Shalom, shalom. All praise to the Most High, brother. Thank you for the opportunity and thank you for having the space.
There you go. So we talked earlier. You see me and my brother Doc. We got your hats on right now. You
No
know,
question.
Make America
Absolutely.
pay
Thank you,
reparation.
That's right. That's
So,
right.
can you tell the viewers, because it's all about you right now, the viewers and the listeners, what this is all about and what made you bring this to life?
Well, what we wanted to understand and talk about was that, there's a lot of problems in our community. And for whatever reason, this government thinks that it can just skip over the issue of reparations and get the solutions. That's not what they did to other communities that was oppressed. So-called Jewish people got reparations. Japanese people in America in the 80s, as recent as the 80s, they just got reparations. Native Americans, they got certain reparations, and most of those was $5 Indians. Even slave masters, brothers. Slave masters got $300 per slave released. Everybody has received reparations except the people who's built this country. And that's what we're dealing with. So we love to use our creativity to help inspire. And that's what these hats have done by demand, not by, we were just, doing something to see what would happen. And the demand for these hats have been enormous, brother. And I think just a way to show that, hey, although people want to talk about this, that, and the third, the people are still focused on reparations.
Okay, so when you say reparations, can you explain to the audience what you mean? Like, give them some examples.
Absolutely. So reparations, the base root of that is to repair. Okay. Repair, make whole. All that has to do is if something's been taken out, something has to be put in. Land was taken from us. So land has to be a part of reparations. Finances, wealth, the Freedmen's Bank set up for failure in the end by a white man. All this has to be addressed. And we understand now that no reparations can be done without cash payments. A lot of people want to, jump to education and housing. Everybody has received cash payments or some type of land. So we're not asking for nothing more, nothing less, just what they're giving everyone else.
That's pretty dope. So, who you got with you in this movement?
Well, we are the National Reparations League, and we have our own chapters. We don't really, get involved with too many people and too many things. As you know, in the conscious community, sometimes it can be just as messy as the people who are not as woke yet. So we really, really focus on what we doing. But as far as who we rock with, who we partner with, our brother right there in Harlem, Hawk Newsom, and the Wolves, Black Opportunities. One of our truly, truly, truly good brothers. We do good work with our sister Tara Perry and Camila Moore out of California, and they was on the reparations task force. We got a lot of members, from lawyers to doctors to pastors, all type of leaders, just people that really want to get involved and get active. Yes, sir.
I got to make a statement because I'm thinking as you're speaking. But reparations for the black man is very much needed because we helped build this country, man.
Come on, brother.
You understand
That's
what
it.
I'm saying? We put work in this country, man. You got
Facts.
you got immigrants who are getting reparations, and they didn't help build this country, man. We helped
That's a
build this
fact.
country, and we not getting no recognition for the work that we've done from the beginning. And that's
Right.
what I feel. That's the energy I'm
That's
getting.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I agree.
That's it. This isn't a handout. This is what's owed. This is a demand. We're not asking. This is a demand. And one of the ways we want to enforce the demand is we know, and y'all know, brothers in Harlem, brothers, our strong brothers in New York, strong sisters in New York and Jersey, y'all know the power of money. And you know what happens when we don't give them their money. When we keep our money, they will be fighting for you to get reparations. But see, you can't reward people and spend money with people while trying to demand something for them, because that's called Stockholm Syndrome. We have been rewarding our enemy. And this is what we have to get back to. We saw our ancestors in Birmingham do a boycott. They shut the city down just by not riding the buses. That's it. Just not riding the buses, the city shut down. Now, where's that unity today? Is that grocery store you shopping at, do they support reparations? I think it's high time we find out. And that's something we do. You see, we have something called the Reparation Report Card, and we grade politicians on their stance on reparations, from the House of Representatives to the senators to the governors. And we not only expose those who are not for reparations, but we highlight those that are for reparations. You brothers, perhaps, little mayors who you just don't know about, but they're really hard for reparations. We have to put a spotlight on them, because it's them that we need in the big chairs making the big decisions, and we rarely have to get at these ones that's not for reparations out of office. So we do that with the politicians, but we also do it with businesses. And that's where the power is. See, we don't want you shopping at that grocery store if they don't give a damn about reparations. And we're calling the manager, we're calling the owner, and we're going to find out. Yeah. Because it's time, brothers. We're not playing around no more. We have been singing Kumbaya. I see a lot of brothers talking about a lot of different things. If you ain't talking about reparations, something's missing.
So
Because most of the problem stems out of not from police brutality, discrimination in housing, discrimination in the banks. Most of it comes out of not getting those reparations. Yes, sir.
so when do you see outcome coming? Your prediction.
Say that one more time, sir.
I said, when do you see it out? What the outcome going to be, and when do you see it's coming?
Well, the economic shift is happening right now as people are talking about boycotts finally. We like that people are talking about boycotts. The DEI is cool and everything. We want them to raise the issue to reparations. Boycott that business on if they stand for reparations. Brother, I promise you, as soon as they start losing profits, they're going to start turning heads. But ain't nothing going to happen if you don't affect the profits.
So you said that a lot of people are demanding or requesting the hats that me and Doc
Yes, sir.
have on right now. So how's that
Yes,
going?
sir. Yeah, it's going well. Whenever you can, I call it invoke the spirit, you know what I mean? And let people know where you stand. I think we sometimes lose touch at how powerful fashion can be. The statements that can be made. And that's something I've just been trying to tap into. I'm a good old country boy, man. I ain't fashion like you boys in New York, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to learn. I'm really trying to learn, man. So when I have brothers like you support me, man, that really means a lot, because I know y'all don't play about y'all fashion. So if you say it's something, that means a lot.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
It's got a nice drip to it. So what do the number? What's the six? Let's see. Turn around.
1619.
Yeah.
1619, that's when the first people who was enslaved from Africa was brought here. That's when the first boats came here, 1619.
There you go. There you go. So let me ask you a
Yeah.
question. That's very important. That's important information for those who didn't know, because I didn't know that. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a lot of people they try to paint us as, what I mean, with a broad picture. There's only one American Negro. There's only one American freedman, and now people have taken this term of African American, and they have just, you know, generalized it. Elon Musk has called himself an African American before. You know what I mean? So titles and how we label ourselves is truly important. And the one thing those documents state is that we were the freedmen and that we are the Negro. So we can never forget that, because they're not going to do reparations based on race. They have said being black, that ain't going to be good enough. So knowing who we are, the freedmen, the American Negro, and you can go as even deeper as the chosen Israelites, is very important.
So who would be the people responsible for giving us reparations?
The American government,
Can you touch on that?
number one. We appreciate the state reparations that's being done, and truly, it's needed because some states and cities did implement their own racist tactics such as redlining, things of this nature. But it is the federal government that had slavery instituted. Even in New York, as you know, all the original colonies had people enslaved. We don't even have to talk about what is it, Wall Street? It was what was it, or the park, whole bunch of land that was black owned that was just taken. So yeah, the federal government. Uh, this is this is where the buck stop at.
Another question. So I'm trying to figure out what would be what I don't know if you guys thought about, but what would the process be like? You have a sit down meeting or an open forum and start telling the powers that be what
Yeah.
we want or what we demand or what we feel we're entitled to. How would that go?
Right. Well, we the people can enforce the economic boycott. We the people can highlight our own people who we need to put in office. Now, what can be done now is we the people could put pressure on the politicians that are in office, such as those that are in the Black Caucus, and they could implement with force some type of action that would push HR 40. Now, this isn't impossible because we saw the Asians do it. The Asian crime bill didn't just happen. The Asian crime bill happened because an Asian senator from Illinois and another Asian senator from Hawaii told Joe Biden, if you don't pass this Asian crime bill, you're not going to get our votes on anything. And that was going to offset everything and give it to the Republican. He didn't have a choice. Now, you got to name me two black politicians that's moving like that, because I really don't know.
All right, so
And that's the problem.
my producer has a question. What'd you say, Jay? How do we come up with a number for how much we supposed to get? My producer asked.
Well, some people flirt with the number 14 million, 14 trillion, spread out through generations. That's what I'm more concerned with. This shouldn't be a one generation, one time payment. Our generation should be over 2 or 3 generations. 4, if we really talking. 5 for the compensation. Um, at least, at least, the descendants of people enslaved, we have to talk around 1 million. And that's the bare minimum. Because again, we're talking about enslavement, black codes, 100 years of lynchings. My last name is Singleton. I went to the lynching memorial. I saw so many people lynched named Singleton. Shook me to my bones. I ain't the first revolutionary Negro in my family.
Speak up. Speak
Yeah,
up.
you got the mic over there.
Reparations go to each black American, or do we go to one pool and we decide what we do with the money from there?
Did you hear that?
Say that one more
He
time.
said, do reparations go to each black American or what?
Do we go to one pool
Or do we go to one pool
and we use it from there?
and we use it from there?
Nah, it should go to individuals. You know, everybody, you should be able to pull your family records from the courthouse. You know, most of the records are at the courthouse. It ain't hard. You know, I mean, my Big Daddy's parents, yeah, my great grandfather's parents, enslaved, light skinned, very light skinned, enslaved. That's why we can't get caught up in this colorism bullshit. Okay? Light skinned, enslaved. All right? And that wasn't long ago. Few generations ago. You know what I'm saying? They got pictures they were taken in the 1900s. So, yeah, we have to go to the courthouse, and I believe a pool, it can get messy. You know how that gets. You know, it needs to go to individual families, just how they just did it with COVID. That didn't go to no pool. That went to your check. That went to your bank account. Mm-hmm. So they really messed up because they showed us, oh, you can just decide to give people money when you damn feel like it. Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
You ain't have to sign no papers. You ain't have to do nothing. The money was in your account.
Yeah, that's true.
They messed up.
Yeah,
They exposed their hand.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit's going right to people's accounts.
Yes, it did.
Come on.
Did you
Come
ever
on.
give him your account number?
Nah.
If that money came though, right?
Yeah, I done thought it was a scam.
Hey, you right there, brother. You 100% right. So let me ask you a question. So what's the play? What's the play on this, man?
Boycott.
Okay.
Stop giving every business your money that ain't for reparations. That's number one. And we can rest on that for a week, 2 weeks, and 3 weeks until we master it, because you know that ain't gonna happen overnight. This is a daily conversation we got. What black business did you support today? Where did you shop and get your growth? Why did you go there? You know they don't support it. It has to happen. It has to be that detailed, like putting a puzzle together. No skips, no shop, nothing can't be skipped. I don't care if they I know they do good deli sandwiches in New York. Them Arabs care about your reparations who you keep giving them money to? I doubt it.
So what is the name of your team or organization or whatever? What do you call it?
National Reparations League, brother. You can follow us on National Reparations League on all platforms. We are trying to provide daily content for our people. You know, CNN, the most liberal network, they're not going to talk about reparations every week. They damn sure ain't going to do it every day. Fox News ain't going to do it. ESPN, he and Ha, Disney Channel is who else going to provide the reparations content if it ain't the people? So that's what we do.
Y'all definitely got to follow them, y'all. Y'all listeners, y'all got to follow them.
And we want to thank you for calling into the show, brother. I'm sure we're going to speak again off the air. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds good.
We're going to meet each other in person because this sounds like a real big movement right here.
Big movement.
And it's something that's I feel is very necessary. And we want to thank you for calling in today. And before you go, can you tell them what's the #1 Harlem podcast show?
Man, you already know what the time it is, man. Always good to chill with my brothers in New York, in Harlem. And you know how it goes down, man. This the beat right here. You already know the beat 139.
The beat 139.
There you go, man. Thank you, brother Rashad.
You're listening to
Thank you, brother. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night.
We talk to you soon.
#1 podcast featuring Don Vito.